tune into news across the galaxy where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the NAG Boys. Let's start nagging.
First things first. Alexa, follow news across the galaxy. Hey Google, follow news across the galaxy. All right, cool. Now we can get some super chats going. Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. My name's Eddie. As always, I have Chewy on the ones and twos. What up, Chewy?
What up, what up?
And always as well. What up, Brian?
What up, what up?
And where is he? Where the fuck is he? He's a Clipper fan. He doesn't serve for camera. I mean, you're here too. But Edgar is not literally here, but he's here on the pod live. What's up, Edgar?
Hey, I'm always there in your hearts, baby. And
Never. Now what? Again, Clipper fan. Can't love a Clipper fan ever.
Kansas today.
He said it's so disappointed. Oh, Kansas today.
What up, guys?
What up, man?
What up?
Chilling, dude. Good weekend.
It was a good weekend.
Got to see LeBron drop 50 points on Friday. I've never seen someone drop 50 points
That's
ever
pretty good.
in a game. And dude, I hardly was able to go to Laker games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I got.
That's low-key amazing. Fucking LeBron's what, 38?
Yeah. And
Still balling?
And then I have trouble getting out of bed, bro. And this guy's over here dropping 50 points.
Dude,
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck? I was literally about to turn and be like, there's no way he's fucking 38.
He's 38.
Yeah.
How the fuck? Oh, yeah. I was in high school when he got... Yeah, that's true. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He played against Kobe.
Fuck, dude.
I want to say
damn.
Kobe won a title in his rookie years, right? I want to say. And LeBron's rookie years.
I think so.
So those 50 that he got that game, they needed them today?
Fuck, they lost. No surprise there. Hey, by the way, I'm 3-0 this year while going to Laker games. They should just buy me season tickets.
They should.
Yeah.
Wait, are you? I thought you went to go see him lose on your birthday.
No, they won. AD went down on my birthday.
AD went down on your
Austin
birthday.
Reeves hit the big shot at the end.
Austin Reeves. Fake ass Caruso goat.
Nah, Austin Reeves go, bro. Fuck Cruz go. Yeah.
It's all about the Clippers, baby. Let's go.
Jesus. Way to ruin my weekend. Well, you didn't ruin my weekend. Somebody else ruined my weekend. We'll talk about him in a bit.
Yes.
But, man, this game. So, you want to just get into it? Is there anything else before? We could just tiptoe around this before we actually have to talk about this game?
Do you want to know MLS scores or not?
Not really.
Okay, never mind then. Then yeah, well, let's get into it. Because I mean, we're basically gonna be talking shit the whole time.
I'm down.
So let's talk some shit.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's
to talk
nag.
shit.
Start nagging.
Yeah. Edgar, you don't want to talk shit? You're so quiet over there.
Dude, the one thing that's been on my mind the whole weekend, despite the Galaxy stuff, is the New York City FC.
Oh, yes. Let's make fun of them first.
Yeah, let's make fun of them first.
I mean, because they're the champs, right? They represent the league and all that. And I remember when they first won MLS Cup, I joked about how hey, good luck, getting a banner up, in Yankee Stadium. I mean, I said it jokingly, I figured, the Yankees, their co-owners, they're gonna do something nice for their tenants there. And my goodness, I had no idea it was gonna be this bad. This is bad. It doesn't just make them look bad; it makes the whole league look bad.
Yeah,
it does.
I mean, if anybody doesn't know, can you tell them?
I mean, but my thing is that too, to what you said, it makes the league look bad. Like, all of us on this show are fans of the league, right? We play fantasy.
Yeah.
We follow it maybe closer than your average Galaxy fan does. And that shit was just totally disrespectful, bro.
Yeah.
There's teams that are, been here since 96, right? Dallas, New England.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it up.
That haven't been able to win a title, right? And I'm sure they would be over the moon and fucking do everything. Put a big ass banner.
Yeah.
And this shit, look at this shit. It's on the screen now. If you're not watching and you're listening to this later, that shit is literally a fucking dude. Do you
It's
guys?
a
If you
sticker.
guys, if
It's
you
a
guys,
fucking sticker.
Our flag is bigger than that banner.
yeah,
It's smaller than a beach towel, and the sad thing is that in this photo it's a close up, but then there's another photo where you can see it like inside the stadium itself, and unless you know exactly where to look, you would never notice it.
Look,
It's just
the fact that you can see the white zip ties.
yep.
That tells you how big that banner is. You could tell where those zip ties are. Come on,
yeah.
come on.
That's
And-
embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
It is absolutely, and it was funny. Everyone was making fun of him. Fat Kid Deals. Shout out to Fat Kid Deals. I'll take the sponsorship. But what is that, Chewy?
Oops,
What was going on?
that was me.
Oh, scared the shit out of me. Hey, relax over there.
I was trying to find
So it's at the bottom middle second, whatever. There you go.
There you go.
there it is.
Bottom middle. I know exactly what that button is. What was I getting? Oh yeah, even Fat Kid Deals made fun of them, dude. They're like they even linked they even linked a banner place. It was like, oh, they look like they bought their banner from Custom Banners here. Jeez. Hey, yeah, shout out Fat Kid Deals. Hook us up with a sponsor deal.
Yeah, he spends too much money on you.
Oh yeah, I got adult money, so first just look at the studio. Second, just laying in bed
you
at
don't
night.
just got adult money. You got unsupervised adult money.
Unsupervised.
Yeah, that's like the worst, best thing ever.
Uncircumcised
Well-
or whatever.
You know what?
That's something you get when you're little.
Yeah, and then
know
watch
what-
me, and then still watch me bitch about gas, and yet I'm over here buying lights that we haven't even put up.
I'm gonna say, guys, as far as that banner in Yankee Stadium is concerned, I mean, it's always been awkward having NYCFC play their games at Yankee Stadium, right? But the Yankees have always been known as one of the classiest franchises in baseball. They're the most winningest. You know, they're one of the most popular sports teams ever. Having NYCFC play their games there, it's kind of an aberration already. But you would think they would at least have some show of respect, right, for the MLS Cup champions. But instead, they treat them like a nuisance, like a little brother that annoys you, and you at the very least just be like, "Here, have this. Now leave me the f alone." I mean, do you really think that this proud Yankees franchise, with 27 World Series titles, and their little area where they have all the the greatest players they ever had, are you going to add an NYCFC banner somewhere in the stadium where it's going to be proudly displayed? No. And we already knew that.
But,
to see it
that's
happen-
fine. That's fine. Absolutely. But just look at what they did. It's like if they scattered last minute. You can literally
Yeah.
see the fucking zip ties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It was
mean,
like they
you
did
telling
put it
me
up that morning.
you telling me not one person saw that and was like, "This is a bad idea." Not one person in the whole fucking organization
Like
saw
their
this.
social media should have been like, yeah, I don't think we should post that.
Yeah.
Like somebody, dude.
I mean,
Ping
my
pong.
personal opinion, if we were in that situation, I'd rather do nothing.
No, just give
I'd
shirts
rather
out. Just give t-shirts out.
give t-shirts, put graphics on the screen, but don't
give
put that
those,
shit out.
Give towels. Give some towels that say exactly that, but they're towels.
I thought that was a towel.
Man,
And you know what? My thing on this is, it doesn't just make it doesn't just make NYCFC look bad. It makes the whole league look bad. Like it's
Yeah.
fucked up. Like it sucks for them, but it sucks for the league, dude. You're renting a fucking stadium and you can't put a nice banner up for your fans.
No.
Like, yeah, honestly, I feel like Galaxy should start a fucking GoFundMe to buy them a fucking.
Buy him a proper
Bro,
banner.
our NAG flags are
league.
bigger than that.
you know what? We should do that. We should start up a GoFundMe to help the pigeons get a proper banner.
That'd be funny, dude.
Not as much as I love the trash talk that Galaxy does on Twitter and on Insta and all that. They should do the GoFundMe just to trash.
Yeah,
talk.
for the league's sake, bro.
Dude, like,
Yeah.
You know what? You know what the funny thing is, and God forbid this ever happens, but if LAFC would have won this, they would have made a banner the size of like the entire 32-52, and they would keep it up the entire game, covering everybody up, just to like show off the banner, because that's how they are. And then at the end of the game, they would probably like leave it outside the stadium, blocking the view of everyone on the freeway and everything.
First, you bring up the Clippers.
Dude,
Then you
not to talk too much shit about the Clippers, but Clipper banners are bigger than that one.
Yep, the selfie banners are bigger than that.
yeah.
Let's go. Selfies, baby.
Yeah, they're Sophie banners, and damn, they're way bigger.
Jeez. Well, fuck this team.
Yeah. It sucks.
Was-
Champions. Anyway, you guys want to talk shit now about the Galaxy?
Yeah. Let's start talking shit about the LA Galaxy. All right. So,
Is it really talking shit
about what?
about the guy? Are we really
No. We'll
I
get
don't think
into
it's
it. We're just
okay. Let's get into it.
we're just a little upset, right? As we should all be. One person more than the rest, but I mean, every dog has his day. So, the LA Galaxy took on the Seattle Sounders on Saturday at 12:30 p.m. from Lumen Field. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Whatever. They played on plastic. I know that much. 12:30 Seattle away. The Galaxy came out as follows: Jonathan Bond in goal. Raheem Edwards, I said his name right this time. Raheem Edwards at left back.
Not Raheem Sterling.
DePuy and Koulibaly. Center backs, Araujo out right. We had Kevin Cabral starting out left. Mark Delgado and Roluson playing in the CDM roles. Douglas Costa out right. Efrain Alvarez at cam. And Chicharito
Raider.
playing as the lone striker. Now, so... I mean, there isn't many surprises here, right? I guess with Vasquez dealing with that injury, Efra was the obvious
Yeah.
sub.
I mean, was it obvious?
I mean, it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
As the guy that you want to get those minutes and get that experience. And we've been on this show saying that once he gets his chance, he's going to have to shine. And this was it.
This
So
was
he
his
got to start.
chance.
This was his chance.
Nah, this is it. This was his
Okay,
chance.
that's what I meant. This was his chance. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. So lineup comes out, right? It's very, very close to the lineups we've seen. If not for the Victor Vasquez injury, we would have saw the same lineup 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling about that? Did you guys feel good about that, considering that game against the CLT over there was not the best performance, I would say?
I was confident because, like I've said on this show that I want to see, not Julian, Efra, get those minutes and have that moment where he could shine. So I was excited with the lineup. I was like, hell yes, Iris is going to be in there starting. He's going to get his minutes. He's going to put in work. And yeah, I guess I was disappointed. But aside from that, yeah, typical lineup. I was good with it. Chewy?
I'm doing stuff over here. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I wasn't mad or anything with the lineup. The lineup to me was good. I mean, that's our starting team. I was like, yeah, that's the best thing we can do at this point.
What you thought about the lineup, Edgar?
I was a little surprised to see Efra in the starting line, mostly because we've gotten so accustomed to seeing him come off the bench to provide instant offense. I was actually kind of expecting to have Sasha start and then get subbed out like sometime in the second half, maybe for Efra or somebody else. So that kind of surprised me. But like you said, I felt like, okay, well, he's starting and this is his opportunity to shine in a big match, right? Because this wasn't your typical like Galaxy versus some mid card MLS game. This is like one of the perennial contenders. So it's time to show what you can do in a big game situation. And well,
Well,
I thought that.
I mean, well, it was not a bad start, right? We always talk about the 15 minutes, right?
yes.
when you
those
play
first.
away.
Mm-hmm.
I think it didn't even take that long to score, did it?
I think it was 6 minute.
Really?
Yeah, the energy to start the game was amazing. They immediately cornered Seattle in their half of the field.
Which was very surprising because of what Eddie just said. Every 15 minutes of an away game, you absorb the pressure.
You got to settle in.
You got to settle in. And right out the gate, the guys said, nah, We want this win, and deservedly so, because you know, back-to-back shutouts. The team's fitting themselves, and with that the first goal in 6 minutes, you know, I was already pumped. I was like, yes, we're gonna steamroll this team.
And it was a great collective goal too.
Yeah,
Raheem
Yes.
Edwards doing the Raheem Edwards.
he is very good.
Yeah, you're playing that ball through to
Revolution.
Rebusan, who did a great run as well, and easy tapping for Mr. Chicha Reader.
Teacher Reader feller.
That Chicha
You know,
Reader.
the interesting thing you mentioned about the goal, how it's a collective team goal. I don't know where I saw it, but I caught a glance of somebody online saying that, like, this, it wasn't just like Raheem Edwards, you know, into the box for the goal. It was like this ball went around like the entire team. It was almost like total football, like Netherlands style. And like Seattle couldn't even get their hands in there, and then it just went to Chicharito and like freaking nailed it. So that's incredible. You want to see that kind of play from your team, right?
You do, but in a game like this, seeing how Seattle has not performed well to start off the season, it was a good sign seeing their early goal. I was really excited. I was like, yes, this is it.
One
we
thing
got him.
One thing I forgot to mention too, and I'm glad. Well, I was happy at that point that we're off to a great start. Seattle's had our number. We haven't won we won once in the last 14 or something like that. Something
and
ridiculous
like in the
like
last
that.
6 we haven't beat them.
Some shit like that. But the fact that they didn't have Lodeto or Rui Diaz and Brad Smith is no longer the team. I was like, these guys were the guys that would hurt us, you know, recent times. So I was feeling good. I was like, cool. We're doing what we're supposed to do. But you guys want to get to that already, or anything else on the goal?
Nah, just for me, just a great start. Let's get to that fucking auto goal.
Let's get to when Julian's day started, right?
Damn.
So I mean, the team looked good. They didn't seem like to be in any kind of danger, in my eyes at least. We looked comfortable. We were the team, right?
Yeah,
we were the team. Control the whole game, controlling the pace of the game, and then fucking set piece, right?
Yeah,
fucking set pieces, bro.
Those I don't know what it is. The set pieces, the thing that always worried me, and we've said it on here as well, is when Bond comes out. He's not very good in the air, right? Those are the only times that I was like worried about any type of set pieces. Aside from that, you know, we have two big guys in the middle with the Pew and Koulibaly, who you would think, because of their size, they'd be able to clear shit out. I don't know what happened. Like the miscommunication in the what? The miscommunication.
The what?
the miscommunication in the defense. Seeing how they played these last two games, to that lapse that they had in that defensive moment, I don't know what the fuck that was, to be honest.
You know what? You could say, you know, early season jitters, early season issues that will be ironed out by the time June and July come around. But whether you play Seattle now or in June and July, this stuff still hurts, right? It hits you where it counts the most, which is in the scoreboard. But I mean, I felt like you said, Eddie, like a great start. You know, that energy was you could feel it, you know, even though, you know, we weren't at the stadium, you could feel that energy, and you're like, wow, this is great, you know, let's pile on, let's pile it on. And then this happens, this goal happens, and I was so disappointed. I remember, I think I tweeted you guys and I said, like, this is such a stupid goal to give up, because it completely took the wind out of the sails. It just got like a gut punch.
It's a demoralizing goal. If anything, you're playing so great, and just to be let down like that. I know we're gonna Chewy's gonna play it right now. I know we're gonna give Araujo a hard time today.
Very hard time.
But this particular goal was kind of an all around fuck up goal, right? Or you know, that ball. Go ahead, Chewy. So as you can see, that ball makes it through everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody. This guy is able to fucking lay on the floor, still get a second chance at it. But Julian ended up taking that second chance instead. See, look, everybody, and then Julian gets the easy tap in. He was probably just like, "Fuck it, we got to score that anyway, so let me just do it."
Also,
and I even put it on Bond too.
Yeah, I think Bond misread that shit.
I think he didn't attack the ball. Look how the Bond dives in that play. Well, for the people that aren't watching, just go back and watch it. Bond doesn't attack that play. He falls over. The ball is at his feet, and where is he going? He's diving where?
I don't know.
Even where the position he falls in, it's like, well, he's not gonna hit it that way, right?
Yeah, it looked weird. The miscommunication in the back line was just horrible on that play.
Mm-hmm.
After playing so well, like you said,
It looks like Bond was playing it for the ball to bounce towards the far post, but obviously it didn't. It hit Morris, and then it looked like he didn't react in time. He was just ball watching.
No, but he dives. But he dives after Morris is going down. That's why for me that's totally unacceptable, especially for what we expect from Bond now.
yeah.
But it's just showing like in set pieces, aerial when the ball is coming off a cross, Bond is just a fucking nightmare.
And not just him in that play, that whole play, the whole defense, the 4 defenders and a keeper just slept on that shit, and it looks ugly. Whatever.
It's an ugly, disappointing goal, and it's so awkward. I mean, because if you get beat by like a real nice, clean goal, you're like, damn, what can you do about that? But this is one where like everybody's just pointing fingers at each other, like Spider-Man in a circle, and like he should have had him. You should have had him, no you.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Yeah.
And they also, I mean, later on we'll talk about the other goals, but they had a moment like that too in the other goals.
Yeah.
How come we didn't talk about the Chicha goal? Started off great.
We did.
Oh, yeah,
We did.
You missed the whole
Oh
thing.
shit! All right.
Hey, welcome to News Across the
When we talk all things LA Galaxy.
Hey man, I'm
As
over
always,
here.
Bryant.
I'm over here trying to figure out somebody wanted to call in and they haven't called in.
Oh, he'll call eventually. He's over here
I'm not gonna be
waiting
paying
for his
attention.
moment to fucking
I'm not gonna be paying attention to the phone
talk
this whole
shit.
time.
Trust me, he'll let you know. What are we talking about?
The disappointment of that first goal.
Yeah, man, and it's just you can accept getting beat by a great goal, a great play, a fucking banger, but when you're playing this well and that shit happens, it's just like fuck, man. It's demoralizing for everybody else. I mean, I don't know. I hated this goal so much. Edgar did hit up the chat when that happened. Like, what a stupid goal to give away. But I couldn't say it any better. What a fucking stupid goal to give away.
Should have been an own goal. As you guys can see in the replay.
Yeah.
Julian taps it in. And then that's how his day started.
Oh boy, did it start. So we could actually wait. Anything else happened then? I know I'm missing a highlight. I was trying to watch the fucking highlights to remind me of what happened in the first half before the other Julian giveaway.
Julian's been having a nice time these first few games.
Who Julian's been having a rough time?
No, he's having a really nice time, right? This is him building his resume to go to Europe.
That's mean.
Like someone mentioned on Twitter, glad he didn't choose the
US national team?
The U.S. men's national team.
Oof.
Oh yeah, I remember what happened there. So there was actually a play, and I just want to get you guys' take on it because I know a lot of praise was given to Cabral and how he was supposedly stronger and everything coming in.
Yeah.
There was a play where he gets to play the through ball. I want to say it was by I was gonna call him Sterling Raheem Edwards, and he takes a dive.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Why?
Why? I know. Why would you just dive? Have you? I don't know.
Maybe somebody didn't tell him that VAR exists.
Well, the noodle legs gave out. That's why he dove.
Maybe it was just the noodle legs.
But I don't know.
I totally didn't like that, especially for a guy that's supposed to be like this stronger. Why not look for the penalty? Which
and actually take some contact.
Yeah, stand him up, take the hit.
Yeah. I don't know. after that first goal, I don't know. The team, we were still dominating though. After they tied the game, and I don't know. It's a weird game because it wasn't bad.
No, not at all.
It was just I don't know those moments of not being concentrated enough. It's what did the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Because they were dominating the whole fucking game.
And one person in particular. So another broken play. Freddie Montero gets the ball inside the box in an uncomfortable position, right? He's just dribbling, and not really any kind of danger. And I think it was Sega on him. And he pushes the ball away from goal. And, the little bit that I've played defense, that's like I know not to do that. When somebody's going away from goal, don't fucking make any kind of contact. Just force them to that bad angle still. Force them that way. And Julian made a how did I say in the halftime thing? Boneheaded fucking tackle, bro. That was super unnecessary. That just like Bond, we expect more from these kind of fucking players, dude. Just why, Julian? Why you bailed this guy out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. I felt like Sega had him. I mean, for him to try to body Sega, he's not going to do it. He's going to try to go to the outside. And I thought maybe Julian could have just stood his ground, waited for him to try to, make that cut.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, he has to just, go in there. He blocks Sega and then takes a stupid, foul, which is unnecessary. The guy has the ball on the outside. It's not like he's dribbling with his right foot, toward, turning the corner.
Mm-mm.
He has the ball on his left foot. He's obviously going, away from the goal. And really bad decision, mental mistake. Once again, it's one of those things that, it gets ironed out in practice, or, with Stern talking to like Captain Dan, or you don't see this stuff like in the middle of the season, obviously. But I don't know what was going through his mind. I don't know if he felt maybe Sega couldn't handle him, but Sega, we've seen him so far. He's doing a fine job, and I thought he was gonna, it was like making something out of nothing.
By the way, I'd like to clarify a few things.
Go ahead.
About Sega. Shout out to our friends. We think Sega is like one of the better defenders on the field right now. We're not saying that he's going to take us to MLS Cup or anything, right? So let's get that thing straight. Right? I still love you guys though. Sega. No, but yeah, and do you
think on that foul, how Julian chased after Montero, you think he doesn't trust Koulibaly to make that tackle? And that's why he went over there?
No, absolutely. That's not it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you trust. You can see it right here. He's going away from goal. You're a fucking defender. This has nothing to do with Sega right there. This, at that point, that's not Sega anymore. That's you making that mistake on your own. Julian did the right thing to come out and help because Sega can go back into his center back position.
Right, defend the middle.
Yeah.
I
thought Julian could have just guarded the line.
That's what I'm saying. Like he went in for my bad, Edgar. Go ahead.
No, I mean, like I was saying, I thought, if I was Sega, because I used to play center back, if I see Julian on my right side, I'm like, great, he's got my back. If this guy somehow gets around me, he's gonna guard, the line. But all of a sudden, you see him just run in like, hey guys.
Yeah, and he came in reckless. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like he probably didn't trust Koulibaly to push him out of the box. Because in those, you do need Julian just to guard the line.
It doesn't matter. Watch the play. Again, watch the play. He's going away. That has nothing to do with trusting anybody. You made that mistake all by yourself. He's taking himself away from goal. This nothing to do with trusting anybody at all.
That was just him being a bonehead.
He waited for him to take his touch.
That's a horrible tackle, dude. What the fuck?
There's no way around it. Look, we love Julian. We know Julian is capable of great things, and he's going to bounce back. But that was... Ugh.
Another immature play.
Yeah.
Which he started the season fucking slapping people up. He's coming back to that immaturity level. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's going through something. But yeah, this game, that tackle, bonehead, the first own goal. I mean, we can't really give him shit for that, but I don't know.
Chose the wrong national team. That's what happened.
Nah, he chose the right one.
Yeah.
With those type of tackles.
Right now, yeah. That's cool. You keep them.
And then it was halftime.
Yeah.
They went up to
Before you
one.
guys, before you go into the half, just remember the old adage in football. There's nothing worse than giving up a goal right at the half.
Yep.
Yeah, right by
Because
that.
it's a psychological blow. I mean, especially because they were tied, and this is unnecessary, goal.
Yeah.
So you're already like thinking, okay, we got this, and then that happens, and then you have to go into the dressing room, and you have to address that, and then try to get back into the game in the second half, and then Seattle gets that little boost that they wanted.
Yeah, and Seattle doesn't need any favors. Schmetzer
No, they
and
don't.
that staff, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. It's a well coached team. They have depth in their team. So whatever squad they put out is going to be competitive.
And then before we go into the half, or now that we're at halftime, right? Let's look back at the first half.
Yeah.
Julian was obviously not.
He wasn't having a good day.
Cabral was having a Cabral like of last
Horrible
year.
Last year.
Yeah. And I was fine with Cabral the last couple games.
Mm-hmm.
Even in North Carolina, I think he was okay at least.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a Cabral last year. But the person I got to point out.
The sore thumb. And he stood out a lot by not doing shit.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead, because I'm the hater here.
Yeah. It's one Efrain Alvarez.
Thank
Where
you.
is the
And
cam?
I was gonna. No, you guys hit the nail. I mean, perfectly. I remember. I had forgotten he was even in the game.
Mm-hmm.
When you play defense and nobody mentions you, you've had a good day, right? Unless you score a goal, like on a set piece or whatever.
Like Julian.
But if you're playing in your position, well, yeah. But if you play in any other position and nobody mentions you or you don't hear anything, then what the hell's going on? And I remember thinking wow, I forgot he was even in the game. And I was even looking for him on the field, like, oh yeah, there he is, Well, he's not really doing much, right? And man, if you get these rare opportunities to come in and prove yourself, and we said it time and again, this is his make or break year. I mean, doesn't matter how young he is, he's been in the system long enough now that he's got to show something, right? Something that will be worth of all this time and effort the team has put into him. And it was a non-factor in a big game.
Yeah. What an opportunity to put your mark on this game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe solidify something that shows in. Very disappointing. And this is the type of game that I wanted to see him start and perform, and now I'm sad.
I'm beating a dead horse here, though. It's just he's
not a starter.
He's not. It's not just that. He just ain't it, right? If you accept and you can accept that he's just a role playing MLS player, cool. That's what he's gonna be.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, as we were sold, like he was this next big thing, absolutely not. And I told you guys that a long time ago, right? Remember when I told you to sell legit high, and we got
That's your favorite quote.
Yeah, and
Sell high.
I'm on the same boat with Efra. The next opportunity you get, sell high. The guy has hit his ceiling already.
I don't think
the guy
so.
The guy refuses to use his right foot, and that's going to be my biggest complaint. Besides the fact that he came back hevier.
He does look heavier.
He came back heavier. We weren't the only pod that said it.
Mm-hmm.
He came back heavier. The guy got a start, and you kidding me? He had less energy than a 35-year-old midfielder that we complain about as well.
Yep.
He can't. He can't find open space. He can't, use his magical left foot to do more than one decent play in a game.
Yeah.
And then I hate to compare to other players, but look at how quick, if you're that good and you're going to be that guy, how quick you find out about a young MLS star and he's gone.
Yeah.
Within a couple of weeks, months. right?
I mean, look at what Pepe did with his time.
Yeah, but Pepe's a bust too. Dallas did great there. That's
Sold
what
high.
we had to learn from.
So
Hey,
high.
they got money.
Yeah.
They got money.
Yeah, my favorite tweet I saw, and I called Pepe too when somebody tweeted, "Hey, you guys remember when Pepe was a thing?"
Hey, dude, I'll still give Efra the super sub.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Do you think Efra's lack of first half performance was due to coaching? Do you guys think that Efra might have
could been
performed better?
Seattle coaching.
Wait, what?
Like-
Lack of coaching?
Yeah,
No.
he could have played better off the wing.
No.
Maybe
No,
tucking close
no,
down.
no. He went through 3 different coaches.
It could be Seattle. I mean, Seattle. Schmetzer's a smart guy, man. He could have.
Nope.
They probably have him well scouted, and they're like, just do this, and it's all you got to do. Just keep forcing him to his right side. He's not going to be able to do well. Just limit his opportunities to try to use his left foot. And Seattle's a good enough team that they could do that. They could neutralize him.
I would give you. I
he's
would
gone
give you
through
that.
4 MLS coaches, no?
Maybe. Oh, temporary. Yeah, Kinnear as well.
Yeah, Kinnear's too.
Yeah, Kinnear's an MLS coach, so that.
So 4.
Yeah.
Dude, he's gone through 4.
I would give you that, Edgar, but that would be kind of dumb in Schmetzer's. I have respect for Schmetzer, so that'd be kind of dumb because every other Galaxy player was able to do what they wanted. Even Cabral, who just couldn't do what he was supposed to when he had the chance.
And he flopped.
But the thing is, Efra is a little bit more one-dimensional than everybody else because he relies so much on his left foot.
He does. He relies on that heavily. But what I'm trying to get at is that he's
Heavily, I
performed. He's performed well on the wings. Maybe he should have played on the wing on this game to start off. You took Costa in, which we've been saying that maybe that should be the way we should go. Have Costa be your actual number 10.
Or just try it
I mean, but
at this point.
very disappointing, to be honest. Disappointing. All right,
Well-
second half.
We need a fucking cam.
We need a cam.
Oh, we know that, right?
As- We said it here a bunch of times. Vasquez is your starting cam this season.
No, shout out to
still-
Spenny. Spenny said that if Vasquez is starting
We're in
at the end
trouble.
of the season, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's no disrespect to Vasquez, He still gives us more than Efra. And at his younger years, he was a great talent, right?
Mhm.
But it's just he can't be our starter for 34 games or whatever,
Yeah.
however long the season is. But Vanny did say in an interview before the game that they asked him about the money, and he's supposedly waiting and holding on to that wiggle room to see what we need. So,
Dybala, that's what we need.
Vanny, if you're listening, we need a fucking Tam. We need a cam on Tam.
Go talk to Dybala.
Tam cam.
Tam cam.
Tam cam.
Dybala to the G's.
Cam
Confirmed.
Tam.
You heard it here first.
Just in case. Who else should I call? Isco. You heard it here first. Mbappe. You heard it here first. If it ever happens, right? 2022.
Leo Messi. They're
Leo
having
Messi.
issues at PSG right now, man. You heard about that? He got booed by the home team, by the home crowd.
Ooh, tight.
You hear
Messi.
that? Him and Neymar got booed really bad the entire game.
Neymar deserves the boot. No, I'm just
I don't know, dude. We had Zlatan to the Galaxy on our background for a while. Like a few years ago.
We had what, sorry?
Zlatan to the Galaxy.
We have said that? Fucking around?
We had it when we had the whiteboard.
Fuck, I don't remember.
I don't remember
what
that.
happened
Oh,
yesterday.
dude,
fool.
yeah, it's old. It's
You know
old
what?
videos.
Let's
Like
make
2 or
it.
3
Let's
years
make it
before he
work.
came.
Let's make it happen.
Zlatan to the Galaxy.
No, Messi or a Neymar or
Dybala. I'm saying it.
Dybala.
Bring that fool.
Just anybody.
Show
All right,
him a
second
text.
half. We're going too away from
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Let's just talk our shit. Just talk shit. What happened?
2 minutes.
Julian sucked. That's what happened. They just talk shit on that.
No, I mean we gotta we gotta give credit to what happened early into the second half.
And
2 minutes.
you know what? That was you know how I was talking about how going into the half, Seattle had that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a momentum killer. That goal by Douglas Costa. I mean, although there was
spoiler.
deflection, but hey, it happened right 3 minutes into the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
dope.
that was perfect because Seattle's coming out there like, we know we're gonna stick it to these guys, and Douglas Costa's like, no. And yeah, off of deflection, but you know what? What the hell?
You know, and
it's a free kick.
I'll take it because the thing is, I was thinking as they were lining up, and actually saw it twice live in a way because we watched it here at my folks. So
You saw the inside in there.
I went to grab something up front, and they're ahead. So he scored, and I ran back here.
Yeah.
It was delayed.
You
It
saw it
hadn't
again.
happened. I was like, "Oh shit, stay quiet." And then I got to see it again. So what I wanted to get to is, I had a weird feeling when he stood over it. I was like, "This is gonna go in," because for I don't know how many years now, even towards the end of Zlatan, never really had any confidence off a free kick, right? When's the last time you remember somebody standing over a ball and was like, all right, we have a chance?
Aside from Beckham,
Juninho.
that was
No, not even Juninho.
Even Junie.
Yeah, Juninho scored some good goals.
Yeah, and two. He has like two. I guarantee you it's no more than two free kick goals.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think we've had that, and that's one thing that I did like on this game. A lot of the set pieces, including corners, were taken by Douglas, and I think I like that better. His left foot, I don't know what it is about it. He's just good with it, and I like it.
Look at Chicharito though. The fake from Chicharito, that was it.
Yeah,
that did it.
True. That's what did it for sure. Deflection had nothing to do with it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell if it's gonna go on without the deflection.
Yeah.
But in the short turnaround, I guess it should be a confidence booster for Douglas. I love the way he celebrated it as well. Pointed to the badge.
To the badge, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We're suckers for that, right? You
Yep.
know, Alessandrini
We love
threw
that
up the
shit,
LA sign, and we're like, hell yeah, daddy.
Yep.
Fucking Jonah threw it up. a
Yeah,
bunch of times.
Jonah.
Jonah did it.
Now it's Costa.
Says, this is LA, baby.
Oh fuck, we just put Costa in a bad category. Injury prone fucking guys. Damn it.
I mean, he is.
He is. But
He claps.
There you go.
But anyway,
that,
start off. We tie the game. Lovely.
Look how happy he is to hug
I was
Chicharito.
I was actually very not surprised. What is it?
Not surprised.
not surprised.
No.
That's the word you're
You're
looking for.
I was
pleasantly
confident.
surprised.
As soon as that second goal went in, I was confident because it was early in the second half, and we're like, okay, we dominating the game. We're
Yeah.
creating more chances to these guys. We're shooting more a goal.
And it was.
Let's go.
It was more of the same. As soon as we tied that game,
Dominated again.
yeah,
And
we can't fuck up a third time, right?
no way. There's no way.
Julian said, "Hold my beer."
Wait, I don't actually no. Before the Julian, and that's the couple great things that Efra and Cabral did. They both hit the pole, right? Cabral, the Cabral we saw in that play was a Cabral we saw in preseason in the last couple games.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an easy shot.
It's not.
He cut on a guy and hit it between two, like quick, right?
Yeah,
That goal goes in.
it's a whole different story.
You know,
It could have been goal of the week, right?
you know
Because
what?
I don't think
you're
there was
right from what you're saying, but the lead up to it gets me upset.
Why? Oh, he
look-
gives up late, right?
Yeah, because look,
Yeah,
he should have been running up.
Yeah, right.
And I think
uh,
you would have had a better chance of goal. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't have been goal
yeah,
of the week, but it probably should have been goal.
yeah.
There's one thing you said, Eddie. I'm gonna disagree if you said that this is the Cabral we saw in the preseason, and it's not.
It's not.
The-
I just
the
remembered
Cabral-
why. But go ahead. 'Cause
The
Chewy
Cabral
actually
we saw
pointed
in the
out.
preseason was at the end of plays where he would have either tap ins or he would be like in the six and he would just have to like finish.
Yeah.
And here we see him, taking shots from like way out in the 18 or he doesn't. It's not a high percentage shot, like you said.
Right.
If he would have made that, it was like amazing, right? Because obviously he hit the far post, but this is not what we saw in the preseason. What we saw was a kick brawl that was unafraid to go in there and mix it in with the center backs and get space and make goals.
Well, this is why it happens though. To what Chewy's talking about, and I now actually remember having this stop right before he hit the pole. This is why we need a cam, right? When Vasquez is on the field, he can hit Cabral on those. Cabral needs to. He can't hold his run. Cabral's not meant to hold his runs like that. Like Costa misses that play. He has to like tiptoe the line and he plays them wide. when he was making those runs that you were referring to, Vasquez was hitting him on his first run, right? And that's one thing we praise Cabral on, right? The fact that he's good at finding open space.
Yeah.
You know, we look at last year, all the chances he missed. Yeah, he missed those chances, but
He got to the space.
he found the open space.
Yep.
And looking back now, Vasquez not being in the lineup is probably one of the main reasons why he didn't have as good a game as he's been having, because there wasn't anybody to find him in that open space. They would miss those runs.
Yeah. Yeah, because Alvarez wasn't doing shit.
There's another thing, another element to that though, and that was like, remember how we mentioned the chemistry that him and Chicha had developed, over the past 3 months. I guess we hadn't seen them play together, but in those few games we saw them in the preseason, it looked like him and Chicha had like a really good sense of where they were at any given moment, and they're playing really well off each other, and we haven't really seen that yet, like at least effectively to that point where we were like, yeah, this is solid. It feels like it's still like a work in progress, and we didn't see that at all this time.
That's true. I could roll with that.
No,
2-2 though.
You have no take on it? You're just like,
Nah.
cool. Just say you guys are both right.
Everyone's right.
Thanks.
Let's go.
You're gonna mention that the shot that Efra took, the bicycle, but who was it that took the initial shot that went off the post?
Efra.
No,
He almost banged one the
before.
same way he did last week.
Wait, who was it? No, it wasn't it. Was it Douglas Costa who almost like knocked it in on the rebound?
No, Revolution.
It was
The
Revolution,
bicycle
right?
kick, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Man.
Because
that bicycle
that was
kick
such a
is...
bang play, man. That could have changed everything, but obviously it just didn't go our way.
It didn't. You know whose way it didn't go, especially? We'll get to it right now. But Efra's shot was very identical to what happened in
In
North Carolina.
the COT.
Yeah, CLT.
Sure.
Whatever. They gave him all that open space, and he, that magical leg foot that you only see once in a great while. As long as he has space and he doesn't have to run much. I'm just totally hating now.
Yeah.
But, no, then he took a great shot again, and a little unlucky, an inch or two lower, and it would have been
Yeah.
deja
Identical.
vu
Identical. Yeah.
on plastic
On plastic.
again. And Revolution with the I guess you can argue that he could have taken a touch, but it was the play. Like Edgar said, it was a bang play, and
Yeah.
Revolution just went for it, and just didn't happen for us.
And at this moment, we're still tied at 2, dominating the game.
No, wait, hold on. The Efra kick was at 3. We were 3-2. I mean, they were 3-2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
There is one thing I want to say as the second half wore on, and it's something that I've been thinking about since the game ended. And you keep hearing. I remember we were mentioning it last week. They're in the middle of the Champions League. They not only played Leon, they destroyed Leon. Right?
Yeah.
They humiliated Leon, and so the thinking is, okay, they put so much energy into the game against Leon, which Leon, they're no slouch, right? They're one of the best teams in Liga MX.
Yeah.
And so you think, these guys are probably coming in, they're a little weary, but hell no. And the whole time this game is going on, I kept thinking to myself, at some point, Seattle's going to slow down, you're going to start to see some of that wear and tear from having to travel and do, playing all these hard games. And no, they never slowed down. And then when you think about it, how they handled Leon and how they played with so much confidence and so much fight against Galaxy, and they're still missing 2 of their best players.
Yeah.
God damn, they're so scary deep. When those 2 other guys come back, oh man, I feel bad for the rest of the league.
Yeah. That's
This
Seattle team is.
this is why, like, this opportunity to beat them and not being able to walk away with at least a point is so disappointing, because these guys are going to get stronger. They're like a freaking vampire. They're the longer you leave them alive, the stronger they get.
I don't know that's the way vampires work, but all right, cool. Thanks for the Morbius education.
There is something I do want to say about that.
Yep.
We're on the road. Up to the 70th minute, we're still tied. The subs that should have been made earlier weren't made. I think in this game, when you're dominating probably the best team in the league on paper, you just got the momentum back, tying the game. You want to leave out of there with points, right? Wouldn't you want to make those subs to get those points?
Yeah, these subs were very interesting, right? Again,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I get that Douglas Costa is not there yet, but and then Vasquez is there as an option, right?
Yeah.
And I get that Cabral's not having the greatest game, but who should have came off? Who's the first guy you thought of when the subs needed to be made?
I think Alvarez should have came out at the half.
Right, and
Right away,
Yeah.
to be honest.
it's so weird. Like I understand we're sitting here and he's over there.
Yeah.
Vanny's there for a reason, but I don't get it. Like I don't get these subs. Like it just in my opinion, I know again if Cabral's having a bad game, but if you want to don't want to waste one of those slots and doing the two subs, it should have been Efra first.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Efra got pushed wide.
And that's when he started playing better.
Esk.
Yes, ish. Playing better ish.
Yeah.
But this is the thing too. Maybe Vanny wanted to give Efra more confidence, like, oh, play out of your slump type of moment, and that's why maybe he left him in. For my taste, he should have been out the half. We've been fucking wanting some Jovic and Hernandez
My
pairings
God.
up top,
Thank you for saying that because I was hoping that they would take Cabral and put in Jovic for him.
and it didn't happen.
But you know what? I think at the end of the day, I think they didn't take out Efra just because he knew he was gonna get shit talked to. Like people were gonna talk shit. Like
Still talking
leave him.
shit.
I know, but it's a double-edged sword, right? It's if you take him out because he's doing bad, people could have been like, oh, he probably would have done better, like a little bit more on the field. But then if you don't take him out, like the time when we wanted him to, then you have all this shit of he should have been taken out earlier and all this crap. Like you're in a lose-lose situation no matter what time you take him out.
Still take him out.
We say
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
we say that
we
now,
needed,
once
we needed
see how
energy.
bad he
We
was.
needed. We were desperate, and it was there for us. Still to take a point, and obviously he still hit the pole later, but we could have never saw that coming. But the energy just wasn't there, and we needed that. Jovic would have been great. Grand Sir obviously is a great choice coming off the bench. So yeah, and I see Spenny saying subs at the half. No, that's just an opinion, Spenny. We're not saying the sub should have been in the half, but in our opinion, it's just that's how bad it was. That's how bad it was.
These are all feelings, no facts.
Yeah, all feelings, no facts. Fact though, what's his name? Jovic should have came in earlier.
Yeah. Even after the LA Galaxy tied, the momentum. You
I don't know
sub
about
out
the
your
tie.
worst player,
I don't know about the tie, but I would
like you
take
tie it,
still. Yeah.
and then you make the sub. Like, let's get on these guys. We're dominating them.
yeah.
Let's put your foot on the neck.
Let's play with 11 players. Take out Efra.
Let's play with 11. Let's make it an even match.
Jesus.
And we didn't get our first sub till like the 69th, 70th minute. And the first person to come out is Cabral and Costa. Those are the two people that come out. Which for my taste, shouldn't have came out.
I understand.
Cabral,
I understand
yes.
the Costa actually because
And Costa, yeah.
I would have again if you're doing that sub, I would have gave it Cabral the extra minutes instead of Efra. At least he was active and moving around.
Yeah.
Not.
You could have put Jovic at that time. You would have had 20 minutes of Jovic. Instead of, what was it, like 6-7 minutes with him towards the end?
No.
We need more Jovic.
We
You
need
guys
my
ever feel
Jovic.
that? You guys ever get the sense that Jovic is being wasted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Hell yeah.
sometimes I sit here and I'm
110%,
like,
bro.
because I remember when he came over, I was like, even Fabrizio Romano was like, Jovic is going to the Galaxy. I'm like, damn, if he's getting his attention, this guy must be, something,
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen him in big games show up, and he plays with a lot of energy. He shows a lot of love for the badge. He looks happy to be here, and then you keep him on the bench, and it's like, man, it's like I remember I always joke about like he's like that one dog that you keep like like locked up and you're always like poking him with a stick and you gotta let him loose.
That's
You
me.
heard, you heard it here first, guys. Edgar thinks Jovic is a dog. You should book with him.
Hey, they're gonna call PETA on this. We'll relax. No, but you're right though. It's a waste. And I actually like those type of MLS like forwards. I think he kind of falls in the what's the name of the guy we had before? The guy that scored on the first traffic goal. God damn it, I'm blanking out right now.
Subak?
No, on the first traffic goal.
Oh, legit?
Pontius.
Pontius, yeah, like the Pontius type players, right? Like Pontius had great seasons, remember, under his belt. I feel like Jovic is one of those guys that falls under those categories, right? And an example I want to give right here is like why Smetzer might have the bit of an edge over Vanny, right? Winning team, 81st minute, they sub in Will Bruin.
Will Bruin, another
MLS those type of players.
Yeah.
He's
Adam Gordon, those types.
Chad Barrett, those guys. Not, they don't tear the league apart, but they'll give you those.
And Jovic is arguably better than those players.
Yeah, absolutely.
By a lot.
He can be if he can get on the field.
Yeah, fuck. I still don't get it. I don't get it. Man, let's just wrap it up. We lost 3-2. What the fuck,
wait.
bro?
We gotta
Let's talk that shit.
we gotta get to this last goal. We gotta get to this last goal, right?
Yes. Who was that
Because
for?
I was. I don't know.
I was.
You know what? I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first because maybe this is the unpopular opinion, and then I was looking at comments and other stuff on the internet because the internet never lies, and I'm gonna roll with them. Araujo's to blame in this goal as well.
Okay.
He does complain about the mark, and maybe you do chase your mark, no matter what. But Araujo kept them onside. He missed that run out. Right, he stays planted. Look, you can see right there, and he leaves everyone on.
I still feel it's on the pew.
Look
You
at
gotta
it.
chase
No,
your guy.
look at everyone step up. Look at everyone step up, except Julian.
He's following his guy.
Again, you still chase your mark. You still chase your mark, of course, right? But I'm just gonna go with that one.
I think the Pew lost sight of him.
No, of course.
It didn't me. That's a cardinal sin.
Because that was the assignment, Edgar. Of course, he stood a chase, but they knew. It's like if they knew.
I don't know, dude. On that one, it kind of seems like he's on side by two players.
That's an angle. That's like a.
Wait, hold on, let me see.
It's a bit of an angle, though. Yeah.
Yeah, let me.
That was on the internet too. I read all my facts on the internet because the internet doesn't lie.
But again, on the set piece.
No, you're right though. I'm just talking shit. The arm, bro. The arm. See, he's off because of the arm.
No, the arm doesn't count.
Yeah, it does. The shoulder, whatever.
In England, it does.
I just want to talk shit. Honestly, I just want to give him the hat trick that he deserves.
Enhance.
I mean, once again, it's like one of those things where there's a lot of blame to go around.
Yeah.
I mean, Depew. I felt like Depew lost his assignment, and then Julian kept
There it
him
is.
on.
There's the shoulder,
What a
and it's at an
mess.
angle.
Enhance.
Enhance.
I don't know, but you see,
Yeah,
the
but
arm
you have to
doesn't
look
count.
at the angle. It's an angle.
Yeah, it's
I'm talking shit. Remember, by the way, don't take everything
Well, I mean,
so serious.
for sure, Julian is a for sure. Julian is a for sure. Kept him on side.
Let's agree. Let's agree. Regardless if it's just Julian or not, total miscommunication because of where he's standing and everybody else is standing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But either way, dude, the defense.
Again,
the
chase your
defense.
mark. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What is that? What the fuck was that? That's horrible. And it happened with the first goal as well. The whole defense slept on it. After they've been playing so well defensively.
Another sad thing is like if you look at this shot from the goal from the end zone camera, he has so much space. There's like literally like 10 feet around him where like there's nobody anywhere near him.
No way that's 10 feet, bro.
I mean, he has like a 10 feet diameter. You got to look at it from a different angle, and they do show it.
That's what she said.
Angle.
And you know what? Yeah, Julian fucked up by keeping him on site, but Depew fucked up by not fucking going after him.
No,
Like,
I agree.
this is a double. This is a defense fuck up.
Yeah, he misses assignment. I mean, it's just stuff that really pissed everybody off last year, and it's like damn it, guys, you guys were doing so good to two games, and once again, Seattle just undresses everything.
Stop enhancing.
3 feet. You're being corrected by Antonio Banderas.
No,
3
I said a
feet. fool.
diameter. You know what a
Three.
diameter is?
3.
We're talking geometry here.
Diameter is double.
Your diameter. So 3 feet. All right. So just to be clear, the internet's always right.
Internet is always right. Those are facts.
But man,
feelings.
fucking set pieces, huh? Hurt us
Again,
in this game.
yeah.
And it fucking pisses me off. Again, this game pissed me off so much, dude. And fuck the whole we won in the stats thing. But look at them. 63 possession, 14-8 shots. And really, these guys had 4 shots on goal and 3 of them went in.
That goes to show that they're very well coached and they know how to just kill games off. And I think they just have like a bit more confidence when they play against the LA Galaxy.
Dude, they're
Like they had our numbers, so they're like we're basically their sons.
They're so well coached that
Now we
we
are.
score for them. That's how good.
That's
of
how
a coach
good
he
they
is.
are. Yeah, they got us over here scoring goals from keeping them on side and shit. And
Yeah.
I just think it's like I said, they're so deep, man. And Spencer, he
it's a
just
family show.
remember what he remember when he I think they interviewed him
He
at
is a
halftime,
family
and
man.
he said-
There's a reason he has a kid. He had to go in deep.
Whoa.
Hey,
PG-13,
Whoa.
sir.
He does have a child.
so like Spencer was talking at the half. I think they asked him like, hey, the thinking was that you guys were gonna take it easy because you guys have all these games against Leon, and you had these 2 first games where you didn't look so well, and he's like, no, he was like, we're the Seattle Sounders, and we're always gonna play every game hard, especially against the LA Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I was just like, damn,
Yeah.
you
they have our number.
I mean, I don't
think we
know
can
if it's going to
complain
be
about that.
I mean, and it worked out for them because I heard that initially their second game against Leon was going to be on Tuesday, but it got postponed to Thursday.
Thursday,
So they're like, you know what, fuck it, just all in,
Yeah.
go,
And they got their first win against us.
yeah.
Bastards. 3-2, we lost.
They did lose. I saw it, fool. You have to remind me.
Don't remind me.
You know what? There's some
At least the
positives
meat
here
was
though.
good.
Yes.
I was gonna say shout out to everybody that went to the game.
Oh, yeah. We got to see
You
some
know,
familiar
that's
faces.
funny. I was sitting there like watching the game, and like, there was a Costa goal, and I see, the sad girl sisters. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Psycho
I did
Sisters
like,
came on TV.
like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm like, oh my god, look.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, Leslie too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Leslie
Saw
was there too. Yeah.
How
Which
many
is really
fans
cool.
traveled? I felt like it was a lot more and it didn't show them, huh?
Oh, so
Yeah,
there was a
yeah.
thing.
I mean,
where,
on the pictures, yeah, people were taking pictures with a lot of fans.
So there's a thing, I guess, where people asked for tickets and didn't show up, and they had 2 sections for them, and it wasn't filled.
Shit, I can.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Well, that's weak.
Maybe they want to go see NYFC rebuild their banner. It was spectacular. Everyone had to see it. It's all right.
Wrap the game up.
You guys want to... Oh, well, hold on. So, wrap the game up. We fucking lost. I'm fucking sad. I am very, very, very disgusted by this result, man, because you hate to... Like, it might sound stupid, right? If you watch the game and you just don't watch the goals highlights,
Galaxies.
there's no way they lost this game.
Yeah.
These guys wiped the floor with them. But unfortunately, the game is not won by possession or total passes or percentages, what you do at the end of the fucking field. The attacking third and the way you defend. God damn it, I'm so mad, bro. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Nah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I...
It's just, that's how mad I am.
I don't think mad
Yeah,
is
we
the
know,
right
Brian.
answer.
We know
It's
you
just
don't think.
disappointed. Because they
Yeah,
played well. And to be honest, it's game number 3 of the season. It's not that big a deal right now. We lost to a very well-coached team in their house with all their fans yelling shit at our guys. And it just so happened that our defense had a fucking bad game. And our best defender had a really shitty game. Those things happen.
To
No.
me, my problem is that it's our first game in our division, and we lost it.
Oh, wow. Chewy with the facts
Well,
over here.
You know what? Adding to what Chewy said,
This is the
I
point you
mean,
don't
like I
want to give
said,
away.
it's the third game of the season. I'm not too worked up about it, but the one thing that does bother me is that this season we're only going to get two chances at Seattle to get points, from playing them directly, and this was one of them. Yeah, we're going to get them back home at some point in the season, but you want to make the most of those two opportunities, because if it comes down to the wire and you're
Mhm.
off by a point or two, and you know that way back at the start of the season, you could have, gotten those points. You're gonna kick yourself in the head, especially if it's this, decision day and it comes down to some stupid MLS officiating, in some other part of the country. Those points kind of haunt you, man.
Okay. I think somebody called. Is that what's happening?
Oh,
All right. I wonder who's calling because the
Oh, I
number
wonder who
because
it
the
is.
number is not on the screen. Who's calling?
This is Spin.
Hey,
Hi,
Spenny.
Hey, I remember this guy.
She should
Hey,
be in
guys.
here, sir.
Sorry.
It's all right, Spenny. What's on your mind, man? Go ahead. Regañalos. All of us. Starting with Brian. 'Cause-
Nah, man. I think we're putting too much on Efra. I think he's gonna be what you were saying, kind of a journeyman. What I'm hoping for at this point for that guy is for him to become like our next Mike McGee. Something that when came in, he didn't start right off the bat. They kind of worked him into the lineup, and then he played pretty much every position on the front attacking end. And he wasn't somebody that we depended to start and win us games, but somebody that we depended on to not fuck up the game plan. So that's my hopes for that guy. Seattle, I think you had a lot of hungry players in Seattle. You could tell by the penalty how Rusnek was trying to snatch that ball away from
Montero.
Freddie Montero just to get on the board for Seattle. They have that 16-year-old playing in the center mid. They got a whole new back line coming off the bench. You had a lot of hungry players. So I don't think we got a bad Seattle team. You even got a captain for the national team in Alex Roldan, even though it might be for the Salvadorian team. All those things kind of build confidence in these players. I didn't mind the Efra playing that long. I thought he was gonna fade into the second half, but his best work actually came when he was in the wing, like Brian said.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
yeah, see, Brian?
But overall,
See, I didn't get.
as a
No me
fan-
regañaron.
as a fan, I was okay with the performance, but I mean, how many more weeks are we gonna give it before these players can finish? We need somebody else to score besides Chicha. We need somebody else in double digits, whether it's combining assists or goals. And honestly, as a football fan, this ain't it. As a Galaxy fan, I have hopes.
Yeah, I think this is a game that they could build off of, because it was just the result was the one that was not in our favor. Everything else was, so they could work from this. This is a building.
So you're
But
telling me
the
So you're telling me you couldn't build off beating the defending champs and beating a team in front of the biggest MLS audience, the biggest audience in MLS history?
You're playing Seattle in Seattle.
Yeah, but a loss, you're really gonna
I
build
think
off a
that's
loss.
why.
Go
I
ahead.
think
Sorry.
that's why Efra started. I think that's why Efra started in this game, because of the confidence that he gained from the first two games. He came in against New York and made an impact. Obviously, he had the impact moment in Charlotte in front of the sold-out crowd. So I think that's why he started, especially since you're playing two games on turf back-to-back. And I don't think it was wise if you would have put Vasquez in. And who was your next option? There was no next option.
Sasha.
You play the kid with the hot hand, with the confidence that he showed in Charlotte, probably in practice throughout the week too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You don't take out Chicha either, because look what happened week one. You left him in late. You let him get his 90 minutes. And he got you the win.
Yep.
You don't take out Chicha early to bring in Joveljic. Joveljic is never meant to be a starter. He was brought in to be a backup. If Chicha goes down or Chicha has two goals and you dominate the game, then you take him out. You don't take Chicha out until you're winning or until he's hurt. You don't.
Those are also
The 4-4-2 hasn't worked for us, and it wasn't going to work against a team like Seattle. So you don't make that sub early. I disagree with you guys wanting Joveljic in earlier. For what? When he
to get
comes
more
in,
offensive powers.
what was the game? Yeah, but when he came in the last game, you had Chicha coming all the way down to defend in the final third because there was no extra defender behind him because you had two up top. You don't want Chicha coming down that far or Joveljic to come down that far to get a ball.
That's also true. Chicha does.
But Jovic does
have
he does drop back though.
Mhm.
He
You
drops
don't take
back a lot.
Chicha unless he's hurt or he has 2 goals in the bag and you have the game in the bag. You give him to the last minute to try to get you that goal. That's what he's there for. That's what he showed you against the defending champs on the season opener.
Yeah, but I'm not asking for Chicha to. I'm asking for like a 4-4-2. Let's just try it.
Yeah.
Just once.
It doesn't even have to be a 4-4-2. It can be like
Against
an Italian
Orlando, we
formation.
could try it. Not against Seattle.
That's true. And at home, damn, Spenny, you're pretty good, bro. You should have a podcast.
Or just come in here.
Yeah, that's an option too. Well, next thing we were actually going to do was we were going to do a word. So did we get questions? We could keep spinning
Yeah,
here for questions if you don't mind, Spenny.
Yeah, run it.
All right, let's see.
All right,
got
we
any.
do have some questions actually.
All right.
Let's start out on Instagram. Thank you to everybody who submitted questions, comments, or concerns. We're gonna start off with the Sportstronaut. That's a real cool name.
Oh, I like that name.
He says, concerns for me are set pieces. Since last year, it's been our weak point. Agree? Disagree?
Agree.
Yeah, agree.
Especially Bond in the air.
Yeah, Bond. That's
That
what I was
shit.
going to get at.
Always, bro.
He needs to demand that,
I think
that six.
I think it's too early to tell.
No.
I think it's too early to tell. Seattle's been number 1 in set pieces the last 2 years. Joao Pedro led their assists last season with like 7 or 8 off of set pieces. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you have to agree that Bond has to demand that 6. He has to control that 6-yard box for sure.
Yeah, any goalie. That's any goalie. We're
Yeah.
talking about Bond. That's every and any goalie.
Oh, I know, but I mean,
That's the hardest part. That's the hardest part of any goalie's job, to cover that 6-yard box in the air because of all the traffic.
yeah, but he seems to have a little more trouble than everybody else
Yeah, I trust Klinsmann more in the air than I do Bond.
I don't know.
in the
Do,
air.
do you really want to go down
In the air.
history?
No,
and
in the
LA
air,
Galaxy?
in the air.
Yeah, in the air. You had a worse goalie for that.
Oh, we had a lot of worse goalies. We can go down the list.
We're not gonna talk about that right now. Logan
In the
Jones.
air?
Yeah.
Logan Jones. This game showed why we need Ramos. These two center back pairing is not good. We got
Sergio
Zabaleta.
Ramos
We're
would
good.
murder someone.
Let me take a look at Williams first.
Yeah, we still have Williams.
I honestly, to be honest, I think that if you had somebody like Sergio Ramos in the back, he would probably like want to choke out like Julian for doing stuff like this. he probably body check him like in the tunnel or something.
You think Julian will ever turn around and go on a show and say he wanted to take off his cleats and cry? Glad he's gone.
No.
No, but I mean,
We're probably gonna hear something about Julian hitting the trash can going into the locker room or something, tearing some shit up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Edgar.
No, I think we can make the current center backs we have, we can make them work. I mean, having somebody like Sergio Ramos would be fantastic. Obviously, you want somebody with that kind of pedigree, but obviously, it's not a reality. But I think we can make it work with our guys. I mean, in this game, Julian, made some mistakes. He's not a center back, obviously, but he got involved with the center backs. And then there was that third goal that was just a mess. It was one of those things again where everybody's just pointing at each other like, your fault, your fault, your fault.
Yeah.
But damn, these are things that I expect, won't happen, as the season wears on, and it's learning moments, but it's a really tough lesson to take against Seattle. You want to win this game, man.
Yeah. Albertinho Morales. Why hasn't Jovic had a lot of playing time?
Oh, give this to Spenny.
Go ahead, Spenny. Why hasn't he had playing time?
I just think it's that he wasn't brought in to necessarily get playing time. I don't think he was brought in to be a replacement for Chicha. He was there to back up Chicha if he goes down, or like I mentioned earlier, if he already has his goals and the team is a lock for the win, then you bring in Jovic. You don't bring him early into the second half. You give him the last 10, 12, maybe 15, 16 minutes of a game.
There you go. I'll go with that answer.
Spenny, if you're Dejan Jovic though, how do you try to make yourself more, like, I guess, like, able to start. I guess I don't know. I can't find the words,
so,
but is there a way they
spe-
can convince the management? Be like, hey, look at me. I can do this too.
So check it out. Where he comes from, I don't know where we got him
He's
from,
Serbia.
right? But no, but where did we get him from?
I forgot. But what's your
Right?
point?
But
Austria?
so my point is,
Yeah,
what did he do? He played good enough for us to see him as a backup for Chicha whenever Chicha goes down or whenever we don't need him. We didn't see him as a starter. We didn't see him as a player that's going to get a lot of minutes. That's what he's shown, and that's what the Galaxy saw.
I think he was the leading goal scorer in the Bundesliga. I mean, Austrian Bundesliga way before he came over. He had scored like goals or something like that.
Or maybe he's gonna be our guy after Chicha leaves.
Well,
That's what I was thinking.
his contract ends in 2025. He makes 612,000. So that's
612,000 that doesn't hit our cap.
why
Don't forget that.
the Jovic?
Because he's under he's under the U22 initiative.
He is
So his
not.
cap hit is not 600. Yes, he is.
No,
yes, he is.
that's Efra and Julian.
You get three. You get three, buddy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If
Efra and Julian were the first one.
And that's Cabral. You get 3. Cabral.
No.
Cabral doesn't count.
Cabral,
He's a DP.
Cabral is the DP contract, and because you get one, if you have 3 DPs, you get one U22 initiative. If you sign a U22 DP, you get 3 U22 initiative contracts that hit your cap at like 225K. So
Yeah.
all 3 of those contracts are worth in cap the 612 that he's getting paid.
Yep. 4.5 years, under 22 initiative. It's right here.
So he's our next guy then.
That's
He's our
why-
next guy.
A fool?
That's why you sign a player like this that was a leading scorer in a weak ass league like Austria. So when Chicha does leave, if you can carry the torch for a year or 2 or half a year while you get another DP quality forward, you already have your backup plan.
How dare
Yeah,
you
you
come
should
on
have
the
a pod,
show?
bro.
Yeah, seriously. How dare you come on here and make us look stupid?
Next one.
Hey, good news. The Kings won if you're a hockey fan. Fuck it. I fuck with the
Go
Kings.
Kings.
From our pod BFFs, straight from the stands. Miss you guys. That's all. We miss you guys too. Tony, be real.
Shoot through. Like
If
Bruno
Cabral
said.
and Grand Sir
door's
were
always
both
open.
TAM players, does Vanny still start Cabral?
Oh, wait, one more time. What?
If Cabral and Grand Sir were both TAM players, does Vanny still start Cabral?
Wrong. Well, I could answer that question. I could answer half of it. Grand Sir is a TAM player. He's not starting. So there's that answer. And yeah, of course he's to start Cabral. He's a DP. Why wouldn't he be a TAM starter?
But if he was TAM, would you start him? I think Cabral's
Yeah,
not
he's
bad.
doing fine.
Yeah,
he had a rough game, and it might be that the fact that what I mentioned earlier, the player that can't find him on that first run.
Yeah.
Maybe. So yeah, of course, if he's starting as a DP, why wouldn't he start as a cam?
Hey, he can't have 3 strong noodle legs, 3 starts. So you're gonna reset some games.
It's plastic, so it's plastic.
It wears down.
Next question.
From Jep the Barber, are we a championship team? And is Zabaleta going to get any playing time?
Nope.
Zabaleta. We didn't even
no
mention him
starting
being
time,
official.
a little bit of playing time.
Yeah, I think I really like what he said. If he really buying into that role, I think that's cool. He's been in the league a long time, and if he's really here to help the young guys, I think I'm more excited about him helping Jalen than anything, because the little sample size that we've seen of Jalen, even though it's preseason, I like what I see. So
Yeah, same here.
wait, he has championship team, right?
Yeah. No, I don't know. 3 games in.
That's all. That's all I gotta
3 games
say.
in. This one comes from
Wait,
Spenny.
wait. Nobody else is gonna answer. All right, since nobody's gonna answer, championship team, no, not today. Maybe not next season. It's just you got to look around the league, right? We're still playing a bit of catch up, right?
Yep.
With all respect to the league, and as much as I like the league, I just don't feel like it's no longer a league where one year to the next you go from non-playoffs to championship team. Although Spenny proved me wrong before that, it's been done, but not in recent years. And I want to believe that the league is at a point where you can't do that anymore. And I hope whoever wins the next title doesn't do what NYFC did, because I'm still mad about that too.
I don't think that they're a championship caliber team, but I think they're good enough to get into the
Yeah, we're a
playoffs.
cam away from a title.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I can go with that. Yeah, but I think that the team they're good enough to get to the playoffs and maybe get past the first round. But as far as championship caliber, I don't think so. I mean, look, you're gonna run into somebody like Seattle, somebody like I don't know, LAFC. I mean, you never know what they're gonna do. Maybe one day, they'll get in there and knock us around again. We don't want to see that, but it's a possibility. But yeah, having a good cab come into the team obviously changes things. It opens things up for everybody. Maybe that's the key to unlocking this offense.
Right. Spenny's the betting man, by the way, Madam Serrano. If you want to hit up Spenny, he'll take a $5 bet.
So I'm gonna say this: Toronto in 2015 was in 6.
Mm-hmm.
Next year they went to the finals.
Stupid. I just said that hasn't happened in recent years. And
Those are recent years. Next question. Well, this one's for Spenny. True or false?
What about Portland last year? Didn't they end up in 5th or 6th in the West?
And they went to the final.
But they didn't win. Anyways. Yes.
True or false? The team is being coached better than the quality of players.
The team is being coached, so they're giving more credit to the coach. False.
False.
Yeah.
False. I think that the players aren't giving what Vanny wants, because this is a great example. Again, you don't win in the stats, but should have been a whole different game with us being able to do what we wanted with the ball for most part of the game. So false. Players aren't giving Vanny what he wants. Wait, what was the question?
That if hold on.
Yeah, read it again. I'm trying to wait. Did he say that?
Go ahead.
I'm waiting for you.
He asked if the team is being coached better than the quality of players.
Oh yeah, then it is true, right? Yeah, it's true. True. I'm gonna switch my answer to true, please.
I will change it to nothing because
No,
nope.
Spenny.
I think we're getting coached better than we're
True.
than the players of the quality of players. Yeah, man, true. Same thing like last year when we started so hot.
There you go.
Now let's go to Twitter.
Oh, we got Twitter questions.
We got Twitter questions.
Oh yes.
From To Live and Die in LA. What's going on with Araujo? He seems to be distracted. Is he too focused on the Mexican national team and Europe and neglecting MLS?
It might be a real thing. I mean, he's young enough where maybe he is distracted. He feels like it's already it's a done deal. All he has to do is serve his time for the next few months until he gets sent off, maybe in the summer transfer window. But in the meantime, maybe he feels like he can play a little loose, play with some house money.
Yeah.
And we're seeing some of that right now.
I mean, he did get a lot of praise. Maybe that could be in his head. What about and now I'll ask Spenny this because I like picking on him. What about benching him? Because throughout the whole preseason, it was Deardom. Yeah.
I honestly thought that if he didn't start this game, it wouldn't have been a huge deal. I think the kid is thinking about the game too much, where his mind and his skill aren't there yet. If that makes sense, he's either too fast or too slow on what he's thinking, and it's costing him on the field. I don't think it's all natural to him yet of what he can and can't do in that position, and it's just a learning curve, man. I mean, mention some of the all-time greats. They were bombarded with yellow cards and red cards earlier in the season. Sergio Ramos is a fucking assassin.
He still is.
He used to get red cards. He had like 5 or 6 red cards in one season, which was a record back then. And then he broke his own record with like 7 or 8 2-3 years later. Are you going to say that you're going to have to bench Sergio Ramos?
And early on his career, maybe.
Well, then maybe. I thought this game was a good one to sit him down and have Lanier, get a chance at it. But if it happens in the next game or he gets subbed in the next game, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's young enough to where, you can give him those little life lessons or, yeah, whatever. Life lessons. And then you sit him next to Zabaleta, and Zabaleta can
Talk
put
shit
his
to
arm on
him
him.
and give him
Give
pupusas.
some pupusas.
He's an aggressive young kid. You just have to mold that aggressiveness into, positive plays.
But
Yeah,
I
sure.
thought we were over that though, because I remember we were talking about that
At
all
least he's
last season.
aggressive,
Like,
man. At least
no, I mean,
that
no,
the
I
kid
mean,
is not scared of going
Hold on, it's
into a tackle or going into a play or trying to take somebody on.
Yeah.
I think he's the most confident player that we have outside of Chicha with his whatever trip he's on.
Just so you know,
No,
Edgar, a
yeah.
little bit of a technical difficulty because we didn't set up for the phone. We just Spenny wanted to call. He can't hear when you talk. Sorry, that's how he was cutting off.
Yeah. I mean, to address what he's saying, even if he can't hear me, the whole aggressive thing. I thought we had not us, but the whole Galaxy thing. We had dealt with that last year because one of his biggest drawbacks was the fact that he would make dubious decisions and he would get carded and sometimes he would get ejected and it really hurt the team. We saw that a lot in 2020, but we saw a great level of maturity. We saw him like practically mature on the field during all of last season. We were like, wow, it ended on in a good note despite the fact the team didn't make the playoffs. We saw a great maturation of Julian Araujo, which is where all that talk started about him going to Europe, him getting to the Mexican national team. But it seems like we see a bit of regression right now at the beginning of this season, and that's where I think maybe it feels like hey, I already did enough to get called up by Mexico. I already did enough to get some people looking at me in Europe, and I'm just gonna play a little loose and and maybe they get the better of him, or maybe he has some other personal issues we don't know about.
Yep, that's what I thought earlier too. Logan on Twitter says, 2 mistakes by Julian, and where was the Pew at the third goal? Preseason Cabral was a fraud. We need to sell him or buy him down as a TAM player to open a DP spot. Dude is trash.
No, not Friday yet. And that DP slot that he's using is actually more valuable than people think. You gotta have to look at the whole picture, especially now that Spenny pointed out Joveljic is also under that. So
yeah, so I think we're good.
By the way, the Cabrals had a rough weekend, man.
Yeah,
because Remy got that red.
Remy got a red.
Yeah.
S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, whatever, whatever the word is.
And that does it for the questions. Thank you to everybody who submitted questions, comments, and their concerns.
All right.
Award time, baby.
Award time.
Let's fucking go. Let's start with game is off. I already know who I'm gonna give mine to. I think it's gonna be unanimous.
You think it's gonna be a sweep? If we all think it's gonna sweep, we can challenge ourselves. Oh, I think it's a double sweep.
Yeah, sweep.
I think the first two are a sweep, right?
The next standing.
No. I'm saying the if we go
the two players.
I think actually three. We can go down the list. So we can eliminate Julian. Here, hold on. Let me make it a little challenging. If you disagree, then and then you tell me if you disagree. Julian number 1, Efra number 2, Cabral number 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
sure.
Aside from those trash ass players, nah. Who had a game off?
Yeah. Bond bar. Nah, that could be though. You know what? I'll go with Bond. I'll say Bond. Bond, that one play that could have changed the whole game because it was the first one, the tying one, the more demoralizing, that early decision to go down, and the fact that he is so sketchy in the air, although that it should have probably never got there. That reaction was so sus, dude. So sus. So I'm gonna go with Bondi as number 4 player game is off award.
Let's just go. Let's just switch. I mean, it's 3 players that we know.
Yeah,
for a fact
but if it is a challenge, then I'll go with Depew.
I want to give it to Depew.
I give it to Depew.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Depew too.
That third goal, that was such a slip up on that. Not just on that third goal, even on that first one, the whole defense stepped on it, and sorry, Depew.
Go for Edgar, and then we'll pass it on to.
You know what? I'll say Raveloson because we still haven't seen the Raveloson from last season at all. Maybe we see like little bits and pieces of him, like him trying that bike on that bang play, but we still haven't seen him play like he did last season. We saw some of it in the Charlotte match, but it's not. We haven't seen the whole full 90 minutes of it where you're like, yeah, that's this guy. This is our guy. Our guy from Madagascar who's kicking ass. But then you're like, damn, I wish he was already in full season form, but he's not.
Spenny?
I believe Edgar said Revolution, right? And I completely disagree with that. I can have a conversation about that after. But if I gotta name somebody, I would name Douglas Costa as his game being off.
What?
Even though he scored, it was a deflection. I don't think it would have gone in. And you can't mention anything else that he impacted the game on. That pass to Cabral was hella wide instead of putting it in his pass. He had a couple miscues while on the overlaps with soft passes. So if it wasn't for that free kick that was still a deflection, Douglas Costa was practically, oblivion in this game. What did he do?
Yeah.
I guess you're making $5 million a year.
Yeah.
You got to give him more than that. And I think
Right.
Tony
Name
asked that
something
question
he
at
did
halftime.
besides
Tony asked that question at halftime. He said, is he worth that $5 million yet? Like, no, absolutely not. If you make $5 million in the MLS, you got to be in the MVP discussion.
Yeah. He's not close.
So what next? Which one?
Let's do the
Honorable, right?
Honorable
It's
mention.
supposed to be honorable.
The You've Got Heart, man. Honorable mention.
Spenny, go ahead, bro. Since you went to the left field there.
Marky Delgado.
I was going to go with the same person. Fuck. I was gonna go with the
Hey,
same
fool, don't yell. We can hear you.
Marky Delgado, man. Everything that we got sold on this guy, he's doing that and more. Like, he was sold to us as a player that is supposed to take one touch, make space, but this guy is taking on players, dribbling, creating spaces by taking the ball out of a certain zone, cutting off certain plays. I don't think his work is showcased enough. What he does off the ball as much as he does on the ball.
That's the shit I do like. Best signing of the season, I think.
I don't know.
I was gonna go with Mark Delgado as well for all the reasons that
yeah.
Spenny said.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about best signing of the season, but yeah, really good signing.
You know what? It's kind of tough to give the. You know what? I'll go with Raheem Edwards. He continues to just be consistent, right? He loves that through ball. He understands the assignment, right? Have you noticed those runs are a play that we catch teams all the time where he threads the needle through, whether it's to the guy that's going to finish or Raulusan making that run. He understands the assignment. So Raheem Edwards, he's a solid. I don't know if we want to say replacement yet for Villafana, because from what we heard is Villafana might need more examining. So that's kind of worrisome. So yeah, Raheem Edwards for me as honorable
That's
mention.
a good one too. He likes defensive.
Edwards.
Yeah, I agree with
Hold on,
Raheem
Edgar.
Edwards.
Hold on.
That's what I was going to say. Sorry?
Yeah, Spenny was saying something. Sorry. This thing I know. You were saying, Spenny? We'll figure this out.
I think Edwards is going to cost us later in the season. He's going to cost us games. He's going to cost us goals. Later.
I don't like that. Why did I let you talk? Go ahead, Edgar.
No, I was going to say, I actually think that the one thing that people kept mentioning about Raheem Edwards was his defense is kind of sus, but I think that he's been working on that. Obviously, in this game, he wasn't the reason that we lost.
Nope.
He did his job, and is always I saw him actually battle for balls in the box. Not only that, come back, battle for the ball, and then take it back up the field. So not only is he gonna be stopping you, he's gonna immediately create some offense on the way back. So, I mean, it's kind of tough to pick out somebody in a situation like this where it was such a disappointing loss. But I've been keeping an eye on him all season, even the preseason. Now I really like what I've seen so far. He just needs to work on certain aspects of his games, and I think he'd be a well-rounded player.
Okay. So, Chewy, did you give yours?
Yeah, I was with Mark.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Mark.
I'll let you start it off, Edgar, because Spenny likes to cut you off. So
Next standing player of the
next
match.
standing.
I mean, it has to be Chicha. I mean, he I love the energy he had from the beginning of the game. I just feel like it was frustrating to see him not get that kind of that kind of service, the rest of the way. But he did have his chances, but I just wish we would have seen more of it. At least he scored again, though. That's a good thing.
I will also say Chicha.
Yep.
It's the forward that we need. He's everything that he does through social media, on the pitch, his work ethic. It continues to show in these 3 games that he's played, and that's what you want from your captain. That's what you want from your DP.
I get that, but it's just the fact that he's disappeared. He's missed Chicha type things, and I know I'm looking at all 3 games here, but like this game, he missed that header. Do you guys remember? We didn't even mention that header.
Yeah.
That fell right in front of, I think he might have been in the 6. That's where that's where he makes his money.
Yeah, he hit it and it just went down.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna give it to him. But actually gonna give it to Mark. Mark is a solid guy. I don't know what his passes percentage is, but I'm sure it's like the highest, if not 100% in this game. And that's a guy that, like Spenny said, everything we were promised, we were sold on, we got, right? As advertised.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, Mark in this game, because he continues to be one of the, if not the most important player in this team this season. So Mark Delgado, I think as he goes, we go this year. So Mark Delgado as next standing player. Spenny.
Chicha.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chewy. I know you were.
Chicha. Just for the fact that his little, I'm not going to kick the ball, made the defender fuck up and, hit the ball into his own net. That's all Chicha, bro. I'll give him that assist.
Because he stood over the free kick. All right. I don't like that. Spenny?
I think I went too early with Marky Delgado after what you said, but the only other player that kind of stood out really doing their job was Chicha. I really thought that he was going to get a second, maybe even a third in this game for scoring so early, but they played him well, and he still got at least his goal. He still gave us a chance to win the game. So that's got to be the guy.
See, but I was right. Spenny admitted it. I love it. All right, cool. I think that's pretty much it. It wasn't the happiest show, right?
It wasn't.
It started happy and ended sad, just like the Galaxy game.
But I don't think it's a game that we should dwell on too much. It's early in the season. I think there's still room for improvement, which is great. So I'm good with that.
All right, cool. Anything else?
Yeah, there's one thing we forgot to mention last time was the team is asking fans to participate in the design of the 2024 kit.
Whoever picked Baby Blue,
what do you
you're
think
trash.
about that, Eddie?
Yeah, we brought it up last time, no?
You want to put me on blast? Yeah, we were supposed to. I'll just touch on it quick because we're running long. And fuck, I don't know how much I want to say here, but get ready for something different. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it at that.
There it is.
Right?
Baby Blue?
That's
Who
not
picked
Baby
that?
Blue.
That's fucking weird.
It's very smart marketing. I'll leave it at that.
But yeah, I think that's it.
yeah,
we good?
we'll bring that back up. We'll circle back around to it because we did go long, Edgar, and I forgot to bring it up, and I would have cut other segments shorter if I would have had that in my notes, and I fucked up. That one's on me. But yeah, I'll talk shit about that later. It's not gonna be Baby Blue. I'm pretty sure.
Better not be.
Good.
Good.
All right, cool. Spenny, by the way, thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Thanks, guys. Later.
Later. Thank you everyone for watching live. If you're not watching live, make sure to join the chat. There's bets going on here. Friendly bets, I hope. Make sure you pay up if you lose. Last thing I want is somebody to get hurt. Just friendly bets. We're kidding. Thank you for listening to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other your streaming services. Make sure to hit that like, share button, whatever help the NAG boys
Get the word out.
Alexa, follow News Across the Galaxy. If you want to find me on any social medias, I go as Eddie Nags all together. Brian.
You can find me as Bryant Nags on Instagram and Twitter. Chewy?
You guys can find me as Chavez JA, Chavez Ha on all my social media.
Edgar?
You can find me on Twitter as Edgar Nags. Once again, never to be confused with Eddie Nags.
You wish. All right. Yeah. So thank you again for tuning in. We're gonna do a midweek. We got Orlando coming up next week. 12:30 or 12 game, whatever. It's fucking early over there.
Catch us at the stadium.
Yeah. Make sure to watch Spenny's new podcast, Spinning Out, or something like that. Working title. So we're gonna get up out of here. For Bryant's, Chewy, Edgar, my name's Eddie. This has been another episode of News Across the Galaxy. Till next time.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.